What are the best types of meta ad creatives to run? This is the biggest question that people wonder when they get started with running Facebook ads, because when you get to that drawing board in Canva and you got a blank screen and you don't know what to make, it's very hard to know what direction to go in. But selecting what creative type you're doing first is always a good way to narrow your thought process. So let's rank every major type of ad creative today. I've got 11 of the most common, and we're going to go through, and the answers may shock you, especially what I put in the D tier list, which are some of the most common ads out there. So let's get started. First off, benefits image. This one is going to go S tier. We're starting off S tier right away because this is an ad that every company out there needs to put out. You have a powerful marketing statement, you have an image of your product, you have some supporting value points, and if you can't sell a product with this kind of ad, it would be very rare that your product will sell at all. You shouldn't have to put together a very fancy and witty script in order to get people to want your product. You should be able to come straight forward and just let them know, here are some of the major value points, and get sales. So that's got to be S tier because it's mandatory that every company puts it out. Next, we have founders videos. Okay, founders videos is where you get on the mic, you as the founders, and you share your story as to why you came out with your company and why you wanted to solve this problem for the world. This is a C tier. This is only not a D tier because you're letting people know who the founder of the company is. It builds a little bit of trust, but no one cares. No one cares why you founded your company, what your backstory is. If the world really cared like they did for a little bit, there was a bit where I'd probably put the founders videos on like the A tier even, especially when Kickstarter was so big, Indiegogo. You're probably gonna need the founder video, but now no one cares because so many people have started companies and they all had their story. We started it during COVID because we lost our job and blah, 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 because everyone would be putting out videos like this, and it's just a long-winded explanation before they just tell you what their product does and why it benefits you, and it's really just avoiding not talking about the most important thing, which is what's in it for them. What is in it for your customers? Why should they buy your product over your competitors? Why should they buy today instead of tomorrow? What are the major benefits? When's it going to get to my house? And when am I going to see results? If you spend time focusing on anything other than what is in it for the customer, you're really wasting time. So this is between C and D tier. Next one is UGC. Let's talk about this one. It's growing in popularity. People love it. Where's this one going? It's going B tier. I like UGC for bridging out to brand new audience. So it's usually very necessary for companies that have run ads for a long time to get into UGC. But what I would recommend you do is give them a script, because if you send 10 people your product and say, hey, just make us whatever video, they're all gonna make you the same video. They're all gonna make you a benefits / testimonial video. They're gonna go over the major benefits and they're gonna say why they love it. The problem is that everyone watching this video knows that they were paid to say it, so their testimonial doesn't really matter. I've seen videos where people, for skincare, they're literally just rubbing the soap on their face and it's 7 seconds long and it has a trending audio and it's like POV, you found the best new skincare on the market, and it's got like a couple 100,000 views because maybe they were attractive or they just had a really cool bathroom and a really cool shot, and they just had that it factor of being this person that people, they're easy to watch. So you can leverage UGC in that way. UGC has the potential to be S tier if you script it out and you know what you're doing. Otherwise, you're very much at the mercy of the creator. AI UGC. This is where you get an AI program to do the UGC for you. Now, this could be high up when you give him a perfect script. However, it's going to be D tier because if they can tell it's AI, it's basically an instant no sale with most people. If you are doing an AI voiceover over real footage, that's totally fine. If you are doing an AI UGC creator saying, I love this skincare, it cleared up my digital face in no time, Obviously, that means nothing to people if they can tell it's AI. And most people can tell it's AI. There's only one demographic of people where I'd actually put AI UGC as S tier, and this is over 60 or even over 65. I have one company that I'm running ads for right now that is for a senior audience, and their number one creative by far are AI UGC videos. AI UGC with old people for that niche is literally S tier. For every other company, it is D tier. The next one is a founder video, but a founder explanation video, not them talking about the founding of their company, but the company owner coming on video, explaining their products, why they work well, why they are passionate about them. This is an S tier. This is something that everyone needs to do. A lot of founders don't want to do this because they're like, I'd rather hire a UGC person to do this. I totally understand, but there is something about the founder and the inventor of the product talking about it and just being real that people really resonate with, especially in this AI world. It's a good way to just pivot and go the other direction. What about meme ads, meme marketing? This is great for getting views. It's also a good organic style post. If you hire one of those meme accounts to post about your company, you're certainly going to want them to make a meme about your company. But as far as a paid ad, it is a D tier. That's great that you were able to make them laugh, but humor does not create the urge to buy. It does not create value. It creates distraction. If you can be funny while building tons of value and being completely clear about it, then it's great. But it's very rare that humor does not come with the cost of being distracting. So I would not do meme marketing, especially now. Memes are pretty out of style. That's not really something that people even see on their feeds naturally. So I wouldn't do it, even though I like how quickly you can explain your point a lot of times with a meme. Testimonial ads. So my favorite format for making these is at the top of the ad to have the most powerful statement that the customer makes as the headline of your ad, which is great because your headline is already written. You just have to find where the gold is in their testimonials. Then you put the remainder of their testimonial at the bottom. Maybe you put 5 stars. Maybe you say 4.78 stars on 375 reviews, whatever is actually true for your company. Of course, this is not information that you want to forge, even though a lot of people do. The only reason why I'm going to put it actually B tier instead of A is because they often only work as retargeting ads, and they are phenomenal retargeting ads. By the way, with retargeting ads, I would tell you that you never have to have an overlap of the ads that are in your cold campaigns versus your retargeting campaigns. People will often do this because they think, oh, well, I want it to retarget people and I also want it to find new customers. The fact that it's in your cold campaign and you have a purchase objective means that it will automatically be retargeting interested customers. But for any company that is running really successful ads, testimonial ads are pretty much always going to be a part of it. The next one is us versus them ads. This is where you show your competitor and then you and how you guys differ on the most important value points to the customer. I'm going to give this one an A tier. I'm only not going to give it an S tier because it's situational when this works. This only works when the customers are already aware of your product type, already aware of why they would want to buy this product. It's just a matter of who they're going to buy it from. Should I buy from your competitor or should I buy from you? But if you have a brand new invention or a product that people generally aren't aware of, then this wouldn't work because this is not where their head's at. They're not thinking, should I buy from this company or should I buy from that company? They're thinking, what the heck even is this product? The reason why it's A tier is because when your market is already sold on solving the problem, it's just a matter of who they're going to buy from. This is the exact type of ad that converts them. And this is often the winning ad for companies that do fit the criteria that I talked about. The next one would be a visual product ad. This is when you only show the product, you don't have any text, you just show the person demonstrating the product, or maybe the product on a white background even. For this one, I am going to go D tier, because even with clothing, this rarely will do as well as having a little bit of text on there. And it comes down to what I was saying before. It's okay that the ad looks like an ad, and when they scroll past it on their feed, they aren't thinking, oh, it's an organic post, it's someone posting about their travels and showing us what their outfit is for the day. They need to know, oh, this is an ad, they are trying to sell me this thing. So even with clothing, furniture, jewelry, you want text on there. The only time that visual product ads work well is in a carousel format, so that they can shop everything from your store. And by that point, they'll understand, I'm pretty sure I'm able to buy these things. So it works well when it's in a carousel format, and that's about the only time a carousel format works well, by the way. The next one, speaking of text, would be a text-only ad. This is one that just comes out and just says, do you have this problem, or would you like this solution? Here's a very short one-sentence explanation how we can help you. Take an action right now. This is S tier. And this is one that a lot of businesses do not do. It doesn't work as much for e-commerce. I will say, if you're selling a product, that you should probably show the product, but you can do the same thing, but then just put the product in the ad. They want to see the product when that is what is being sold. But this is an S tier for service-based businesses, because you do not need to have an image in there. You don't need to have a person in there. You don't need to have anything in there at all, unless you have an image that helps explain your service. Okay, so if you are a painter and you want to show white walls, and then you want to show here's the completed work after and what that looks like, that's a great idea, because the value is shown in the image. In this case, this is a lawyer saying, hey, I will get you cash compensation for your damaged car. You don't need to show a damaged car and then someone holding money in order to explain your point. And this is often the winning ad for a lot of services that I run ads for. Sometimes just saying the service and then letting them know the price even in the ad is a great way to do it. There's a lot of exceptions to this. I'm going to move it down to A tier because there's so many exceptions. Like when an image is needed to show the results that you can get someone properly, you should always include it. But if it's not needed, do not put it in the ad. Last one, offer-based ads. This is where you come out and you say, hey, this is our deal. Here's the price that you're going to be paying. Here's the benefits you're going to be getting. This I'm going to put in S tier firmly, because if your ad is able to have a price in it and get results, that means that you have just a great product. And if you're selling something that people want to buy, in this case, the client was doing private batting cages, 50% off. Enough said, right? Enough said. Great. Private batting cages, 50% off. You want to do an ad for a dentist office, come in, get a teeth cleaning for regularly $200, crossed off, now $99 if you do it within this time frame. That is oftentimes what needs to be done, because when a customer is interested, the only other piece of information they need to make a buying decision is the price. And when you put the price in the ads, you're also going to be able to train your algorithm a lot faster, because people who can't afford it are going to scroll off, and people who can are going to click on it right away, and they're going to appreciate the transparency, especially if the price is really a great deal, is in your favor. You do want to be very price forward. And I'm price forward with even high ticket services. When I do things for home renovation companies, which is one of my most successful niches that I run ads for, we will tell them starting at $900, starting at $15,000, starting at $30,000. It doesn't matter, whatever the actual number is, we just tell them starting at this price. and it makes it so we get great leads because they all know at least the starting price. If they're okay with that, then we want you to become a lead. If you're not even okay with the lowest price possible, then don't become a lead. Price forward ads is what I'm going to put as an S tier as well. What other ad categories did I miss? Comment them below and I'll tell you what tier I would put them in. These are the most common ads that I see out there. If you guys would like help running your own Facebook ads and you don't want to pay an expensive agency month after month to do it for you, I can train you how to run your own profitable ads so that you never have to hire an agency again. It is a complicated enough skill that I do need to do one-on-one coaching with you. I highly recommend against buying a course to teach you Facebook ads or buying a group coaching program because the advice is so personal that me and you one-on-one, 4 Zoom calls, 30 days, unlimited text message support. That is all I need to train you. You can book a free call if you want more info, or you can go to my site and straight up buy it. Use code 100OFF since you made it to the end of this video to get $100 off. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.